back to our YouTube channel. My name is Suresh, and I am the student advisor and the CEO of Beyond Education. So what we're gonna do today is we're going to be doing this one-on-one, the interview, and I also plan to take your questions if you got a questions about like what you do or what you plan to do, and your journey to America, any documents that you need, or anything that are really related with your dream to America. So yeah, you can just simply just drop your questions on the comment section here. I'll try to actually address all the questions, so let me know. Also, where you watching me today from? In Kathmandu or Pokhara, or some other country like India, Pakistan. There's a lot of country actually, Sri Lanka, Thailand, we got Singapore, and so let me know your questions. I am going to be, yeah, so I will be very happy to help you with that. Okay, and I'm still waiting for my students to actually come and just uh, you know um, sit for the interview. So yeah, I can only see only one person watching. I'm not sure where you are and where you're watching this from. And there is also yeah, I can see. All right, and today what I'm also going to do is I'm going to be using the very latest the question that we've just collected from the embassy in Singapore. Okay, and I'll try to post all those questions on the description below after I complete this live. So for now, let me know again your questions, what your questions are. If you're retaking, I mean, like the interview again, it's reapplying. It might be very confusing, very difficult for you. So we are developing a very VIP course for that, and we are going to be having our ex visa officers in it, and we will be helping you in it. Okay, so we'll do that announcement very immediately, in just very shortly, like after some time. So yeah, for now, let me know your questions on the comment section. Those who are watching and following Beyond Education and wondering where we are located right now, where you get the American trainers to actually get the classes with. We are now in Pokhara, that is in Nepal. And if you talk about, okay, India, we have the office in Bangalore for India, or we also have our office in, uh, you know, uh, uh, we are planning actually, so we'll do that announcement. We will be in Shenzhen for China. All right, and then we are also thinking about the office in Kerala for India, for South India. We also plan to have our office very soon. Yeah, it is actually, like it's under construction right now in Kathmandu, guys. If you watch in Kathmandu, the good news actually is really gonna come up very soon. So let me know. All right, where you from? All right. So where you from actually? So let me know where you from. Okay. So I am go, and also I yeah, we wanted to announce you that we really have a partnership with Fisher College in California. If you're thinking about a community college, but I better actually not really suggest you go to community colleges, because it doesn't really guarantee a fair shot for your future. So there's a lot of universities that you can really choose to complete your graduation, your postgraduate, whatever program you're doing. A lot of people I know are going to end up with community colleges because, well, I think because they don't have a really knowledge about, like, where they're going to be actually just laid up to. So all right, I'm in Nepal right now. I'm at Beyond Education. This is our headquarter. Okay, so I see some students there. All right, okay, they're on the way. They're on the way, guys. So let me know your questions. No questions. I mean, I don't see any questions anyone's asking. So what I can tell you about today, one of the very common questions that a lot of students are asking these days is, can you fill the EDV form or not? So this is for the students in Nepal, and there's a lot of countries actually, they really have this program, but not in China or India. But they do have it. I think you have this in Bhutan, Pakistan. I'm not sure about that, but Bangladesh, I am not sure. a lot of people ask either or not, they can just fill the EDV form, which is a lottery, form towards the green card. You actually can do it. A lot of people, they're not even doing it because they think, well, if they fill this form, then the visa, the immigration officer is not really gonna give them a visa. It's actually not true. Okay, so my suggestion, if you really want to go for it, if you want to fill the EDB form, you can completely do it. You don't worry about that. So it doesn't matter, like your visa, it's not gonna affect. Just the simple answer again, it's not going to affect. Okay, so all right, let me know what city you're watching from and what country you're watching me today from, guys. Yeah, no one's reacting actually, I know. So let me just get my students now. Welcome. So hey, welcome. Close the door, please. All right, tell me why do you think you are very capable of getting a F1 visa today?
Because I am.
Yes.
Because I am sure that
Okay.
I will be pursuing my bachelor's degree in the US.
Right.
And
Okay, what degree, like what major do you want to complete your bachelor's degree in?
bachelor's in chemistry.
Chemistry. Okay. So why do you want to study chemistry in America?
I want to study. I want to study chemistry in America. Because,
Right.
USA is the land of opportunities.
Okay.
Research facilities, and I want to involve there in research project.
Okay.
And, learning skills.
Can you unmax yourself? Great. Research skill. What kind of research skill you're thinking about?
Just like chemistry experiment
Mhm.
and different kinds of project.
So what do you plan to do after completing your education in the US?
After completing my education in US, I will be return back to my home country,
Okay.
and I will be joining in Melam tea drinking project
Okay.
in Nepal.
Great. And tell me, who will be sponsoring your education in the US?
My parents will be my sponsor.
Your parents will be sponsoring. Okay, what are your parents doing here in Nepal or some other country? Tell me about your parents.
My mother is a businesswoman.
Okay.
She owns a shop, cosmetic shop.
Yeah.
And my father is a mechanical engineer, and he works at Qatar.
Qatar. That's great, great, great. Okay, and tell me, why did you choose this specific university?
I choose this university because it offers a special, special.
Yes. What happened? Tell me about the city where your university is located.
It is located at Minnesota State, and it is a very beautiful state. And describe one person.
Yeah.
And it is also known for 10,000 lakes, and it is.
All right, let's not go with that. So I just want you to tell me about yourself. Tell me about yourself.
First of all, my name is Rose Guru.
Yes.
I am from Pokhara.
Yes.
And I am a student.
Yes.
And I am 20 years old.
Yes.
My hobby is to sing and dance. And I will be pursuing my bachelor's in chemistry, and I am here to present myself.
So what makes you really nervous? I see that you really are getting a lot of, like you're getting nervous. Why? What's wrong with that? Yeah. What happened? Are you all good? Yeah. You need to practice speaking more than anything. Okay. Do you have any questions for me? Duolingo,
Date book.
IELTS.
होइन date book गर्ने भन्नुभएको थियो नि आज.
Okay. After the class. Okay. I'll say in the next one, please. Hey, welcome. All right, 𝗴𝗿𝗶𝗂𝗶, tell me about yourself. How do you introduce yourself?
Good morning, officer.
Yes.
My name is 𝗴𝗿𝗶𝗂𝗶.
Okay.
And I come from the city Pokhara.
Yes.
And I have recently graduated from high school in 2024
Yes.
with overall GPA of 3.86.
Okay.
And I'm applying for a student visa
Yes.
to the USA
Okay.
for pursuing a bachelor's degree in finance. Yes.
So why do you want to study finance in bachelor's degree?
Well, the first reason I want to pursue finance degree is
Right.
because I'm genuinely interested in this field.
Okay.
And I'm also academically really strong. And secondly, I want to contribute to my home countries, especially in the financial sector, as the demand for financial analysts is still growing in Nepal, and I want to.
So tell me, what exactly the financial analytics do? What are the what are the jobs? I mean,
responsibility.
Yes.
Well, a financial analyst, it's someone who evaluates financial data or trend of a company. Yes, and the main responsibility is definitely risk management and handling the business statistics.
Yes.
And financial planning.
Yeah.
And accounting, etc.
So where do you see yourself working after your graduation? Do you want to work for a company, or where do you want?
I haven't really decided yet, but
Yes.
I'll definitely come back to the country, my home country, and then become financial analyst in a private company or a government sector.
Okay, can you just make it a little bit specific that? And then can you say, okay, home country? You can also say, I'll come back to Nepal. I'll come back to my country. Instead of saying, sometimes, home country is like a phrase that almost everyone is using it. So try doing something new sometimes, because home country, I'll return back or come back. So I'll just, come back to my country, or you can say that home country. Let's know everyone knows. That's why I'm saying this, because everyone almost is using the same phrase, and then yeah. So but again, using that phrase is not a wrong. You can still use it. My advice again is you can also use other terms, like other phrases. Okay, so be very space sometimes, like if the visa officer is not really happy with, like what your goals are, like you had to say either a private sector or you want to work for the government sector, like I want to contribute through financial data and all those, because I think that this is so important for a company to grow, or for a, for any industry, including my country Nepal. It is important to evaluate and analyze the financial data and give them the advices correctly, because like if the analysis, what if you want to say, if the financial data is not really correct, and if there's no if the financial data is not really correct, not really strongly analyzed, then it's gonna be really problem, I think. And then so I want to be one of those person who will be helping the different companies. You can say, I want to be a consultant, you can say that too. You can also be part of somebody like who can be somebody, you can work for the government sector, you can also say that. Or you can just simply say, all right, I'll just take over my my parents business, my father's business, and I'll try to make it international. And then and also as well as, I will be like I want to be someone who will be giving advices to other people in real estate business in Nepal, because I want to make the Nepal sales business into the international field, international level. I want to I want to change. I want to uplift the level of what we have today. You can say something, but make sure you have a specific career goal. That's why, because am I going to America for study and investing all those money? It's something that actually is a very big thing, and no one is going to invest all those money. So you want to complete your bachelor's degree there. I mean, a lot of people complete and they don't. That's up to the future, up to them. But the simple truth is, if anyone is going to the university, they're really spending a lot of money. And then, why are you spending this money? Like, what is your future goal? If you don't have this, then it's likely that okay, they're not gonna take it very serious. So either private sector or the government sector. Can you just
Government sector?
yeah, you can just do that.
Because I want to contribute to overall.
All right, okay, that's very good. And tell me, who will be sponsoring your education in the US?
My father will be sponsoring my education.
Yes. You have this 100 question. Let me ask all those 100 questions for you. What is the question? Yes, give it to me. All right. Tell me, why do you want to study in the United States? Again, we'll just walk through one by one. Yeah.
Can I answer that? Oh, yeah. I want to go to the US for plenty of reasons.
Okay.
For education, first
Yes.
of all, as it provides really good education,
Right.
especially in my program,
Mhm, mhm,
finance,
mhm.
and it has tons of education opportunities to
Okay.
provide
Okay.
to its students as well as international students. And
Uh-huh.
if I compare the education system of Nepal to the US,
Mhm,
our country's system is solely based on theoretical knowledge
mhm.
rather than practical.
Okay.
And I also want to gain practical skills that can
Right.
help me gain my career goals. So
Right. Can you tell me about the program you have applied for?
I applied for finance.
Yes, you have applied for
bachelor's degree.
finance for bachelor's degree. All right. Okay, what motivated you to choose this particular university?
I chose Southwest Minnesota State
Mhm.
University.
Okay.
Firstly, because it has really strong programs in finance
Mhm.
and also good education opportunities
Mhm.
that can help me both academically as well as personally. Like
How did you
practically.
first learn about this university?
Well, I did a lot of research
Okay.
about universities in the US,
Right.
and when I searched about the particular university who focused more on finance and
Yeah.
business, this comes. I came to this conclusion, and also the consultancy I've
Yeah.
come through helped me.
What are your plans after completing your studies in the US?
Plans.
Yes.
Well, after graduating from the university, I plan to come back to the country
Yes.
with being well qualified with
Mhm.
enough skills
Mhm.
to contribute to my career goals as well as the country.
Can you explain how this degree will benefit your career goals?
Well, the degree in finance will help me
Mhm.
gain my career goals
Okay.
because the major I'm pursuing covers all the essential areas
Okay.
and courses that will help me gain skills and knowledge that is needed for me to become a financial analyst.
All right. Have you received any scholarship or financial aid from the university?
And yes, I have.
How much is that?
It's $1,000.
Okay. So tell me now, how will you finance your education and living expenses in the US?
Well, my father will be sponsoring my education
Okay.
with our annual income of $38,000.
Mhm.
And we have a residential real estate business, and my
Mhm.
father handles and manages all that. And my mother is
Mhm.
working at a trekking organization in Pokhara.
Mhm.
And apart from
Mhm.
that, we have a savings of $37,000
Right.
that will help me finance cover all my education and living expenses.
Okay. Can you provide a breakdown of your estimated expenses for the first year?
Estimated expenses.
Yes.
I have a total COA of $22,200. Yeah, and tuition fees is $10,000,
Mhm.
and health insurance is $3,000,
Mhm.
and living expenses is $7,000, and I got scholarship of $1,000.
Living next $9,000.
Yeah, it's for per year. Per semester, it would be $11,000.
Yeah.
Right.
So yeah, have you applied for? Or no, have you applied to any other universities?
Yes, I had applied for Amherst University.
Okay. Why did you choose Southeast Minnesota over Amherst University?
Well, I chose to go for a public university
Okay.
because it is more protected by government, and also it has reputative and respectable degree.
And it's very flexible.
Flexible as well, and also
Tuition cost.
supporting to international students.
And the tuition cost is,
more affordable.
More affordable. All right. Okay. Can you describe your academic background and your achievements?
Okay.
Yes.
I've graduated from high school.
Okay.
From Motherland Secondary School, and in +2 degree I have chosen management as my major, which is relevant to the major I'm choosing in college, finance, and I got overall of 3.86 GPA.
Okay.
From high school. And
great.
Yeah, that's my achievement.
How do you plan to adapt to the US education system?
Sorry, I didn't.
How do you plan to adapt to the US educational system?
Adopt.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I'm aware that the education system of Nepal and the US is completely different.
Right.
And it focuses more on practical knowledge as well as has more educational opportunities. And I'm confident that I will be able to adapt to it because I've done a lot of research about the system.
Okay, so have you taken any standardized tests such as GRE, TOEFL, SAT, or
No, I didn't.
IELTS or any?
Yes, I
You've
did
taken
my IELTS.
What is your score on IELTS?
I got overall of 6.5.
Okay, can you describe any relevant work experiences if you have?
Yes, I've done my volunteer. I don't know if that really aligns with my major I'm choosing, but I did my volunteer at Annapurna Conservation Area Project, where I was a front desk assistant.
Right. Do you have any relatives or friends currently living in the US?
No, I don't have any close relatives.
How do you plan to handle homesickness and cultural differences in the US?
Yes, I will definitely get homesick, but we live in this technological world, so I will keep in touch with my friends and families, and also I'm aware of the cultural differences.
What is the duration of your program and when does it start?
Well, I'm going for a spring semester in January.
Okay.
Yeah, so it starts from January 8, 2025 and ends in December 20, I guess, 2028. Okay.
Do you have any gap after 12th?
No.
Okay. How did you prepare for the visa interview?
I joined a lot of visa interview classes. Not a lot, but from a consultancy in Bukhara.
Okay. What will you do if your visa is denied today?
Well, I'm pretty confident that you're going to grant me visa, but the only reason you might not grant me is because you're having some doubt or confusion, so you can ask me questions.
Oh, that is a great answer. Yeah, that's a very good answer.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So, all right, great. Do you have any siblings?
No, I'm a single child.
Really? That's a very great. Have you been accepted? All right, you've already been accepted. Can you demonstrate strong ties to your home country? And I can trust you that I can get you a green slip today.
Well, the only way I can assure you is through my honesty.
Yes.
I'm really dedicated to my home country.
Right.
My career goal is just to come back to the country and do something in a government sector, and also have really strong home ties, and I am going to miss my family, so I will return back after graduation.
So how will you stay connected? All right, no. How will you stay connected with your? How will you stay connected with your family while you're in the US?
Well, as I mentioned earlier, we live in this technological world. I keep in touch with them by video calling them every day.
Great. Okay. Now let's talk about the plan. Okay. So how do you plan to contribute to the university community as an international student at Southeast Minnesota State University?
Well, I'm a very sincere student, and I'm also very academically strong.
Right.
So I'm gonna get good grades that will help me to contribute to the university.
Okay.
As well as I'll try to keep in touch with my friends as well as my professors and join events.
Okay, let's join the events. Right, okay.
Join events and clubs and communities, which is free to join.
Okay, that's good. And I'll not go with 100 because we barely finished 20 questions. We're still late with 80, but don't worry, I'll
Can
have.
you ask me like important?
Every
Important
question's really important. But so far, what you've answered is I'm gonna give you some tips. So you've done a fantastic job, and I like that answer the way you have tell me.
I just
Okay.
ignored it.
So and what I'm gonna ask is just let me ask you 5 more questions from the end, okay? And I'll keep that track though. I mean, because I know who you are now, and I'm gonna really track this, and then even yeah, when you do an interview with Matt or Kelly, anyone, so I know your track. I've gotten this for you. I know your strength and weaknesses. So I'll see that how I can do, how I can help you on that as well. So let's talk about now the cuisine. So what are your thoughts on the local cuisine in the U.S.?
Local cuisine.
Yes.
Well, I'm going to Minnesota.
Yeah.
And I guess the local cuisine would be burgers and French fries. Which
It's actually not local. It's
Oh, I need to study about
yeah.
the foods. As well.
Okay. Sometimes you can say that, like when people ask, and it's not on the interview. So when they ask me when I'm traveling to different countries, so people ask me, so what are you eating? Like, I mean, what are you gonna eat in that country? So I just simply tell them, I know for sure KFC is there. I know for sure McDonald's is there. And at least I'll just go and find that, and I'll survive myself, even if I don't like that food. So you can say like, oh well, I mean the cuisine, like I'm not familiar with those kind of tests, but still I know there's gonna be KFC and the McDonald, and I'm gonna go and just eat French fries and chicken burger or things like that. So you can say that. So all right, okay. Let me just ask you the very last questions. So 2 questions I'm gonna ask you. Okay. Okay. So how do you plan to manage your finances while studying in the US? Again, it's a repeated question. So how do you plan to manage the finance?
Well, my father is my sponsor, and I'm
Okay.
very confident that um,
Are you sure you don't need any part-time job to support yourself during your study?
no, I don't think so, because I'm confident that our financial will cover all the expenses.
Okay, the one thing that I have not really trained you with is even though the students actually are allowed to work on campus, sometimes off campus, it's part-time work, 20 hours a week. You should never say, okay, you're going to work, okay? So I don't really need it, like, I mean, whatever, I mean, so, but you cannot tell the visa officer, well, yes, officer, like, I'll be working 20 hours for a week. If you start doing this, then that's gonna be a problem. But you have not really done it, like, you're not doing this, I know for sure. But sometimes if you really don't know about that answer, sometimes people just change their mind. Oh yes, officer, this is like that. So make sure you really know that fact. Okay, so that's great. You have any questions for me?
Okay, so that means the total COA for overall 4 years would be 20.
No, it's not about 4 years. It's only 1 year I'm asking about. It's
And what about the other 3, the rest of 3 years?
they're not asking about. It's only 1 year they're asking about. Okay.
Oh.
COA is
Am I allowed to do an online job in the US?
of course.
Online jobs?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Isn't that illegal?
What kind of online job again?
Like from LinkedIn.
Of course, you can even do now.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Start doing it.
I'm finding a remote job.
Yeah, remote job is not. Who says it's illegal? It's not illegal.
Okay.
You can do it
Then
even
I don't
now.
have to worry about financing my education.
Okay, great.
And am I allowed to pay for myself, like my tuition fees, after 1 year?
Yes, but you should not be depositing a lot of money on your account. So you have to deposit that in your parents' account, and then
Oh,
ask them to transfer to the university.
okay.
You pay like you cannot deposit a lot of money. That is for sure, because they're gonna ask where you're making all this money. If it's online, I don't think this is gonna be any problem. So, and the question that you're asking now, even the university haven't thought about that, because it's a changing, like it's a recent changes. Like this is all. I mean, no one thought about online work and then supporting themselves. Everyone's only looking for like a physical job, like so not really like an online job. They haven't planned about that, and
But
then.
if I do an online job, they're going to deposit the money into my account.
Don't deposit too much money. It's still Because you know, like you want to study,
Because
right?
I found a job who
yeah.
pays like $25 an hour.
If it pays that, you only work for 2 hours. Don't deposit more than, you know, like any wages that you get more for more than 2 hours. Please don't deposit. Even if they give you $100 per hour, only deposit 200 per 2 hours.
Oh my
If you make like a 500 deposit, because even they ask everyone, even in Nepal, you know, like, oh, you said your annual income is this lakh, and then you have that amount of like in one day deposit. Where that? Well, I mean, like everyone asks actually. I mean, those kind of questions. So you don't want to be in trouble.
Okay. Then I'll immediately like transfer it to my parents' account then.
No. You cannot really do that again.
Oh.
So you had to just make that money from here. Then you take. So you can't. I mean, the transaction is all there. You don't want to show that something that is gonna really raise a lot of questions. So you don't want to do this.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that's great. I'll help you again. No problem with that.
And what about the interview date in November?
November 5th is the day that is gonna open the slots, and you have already got your date for February. And try. I mean, like Hemraz. Tell me now, why did you choose to study in the U.S.?
Officer, I choose to study in United States because it offers me a world-class education and there is a good cultural diversity, which will really help me to make a global connection. The specific program and the research opportunity in the United States University perfectly align with my future career goals, so I choose to study in the United States.
Which university are you planning to study in the U.S.?
I'm planning to study Washington University of Science and Technology in the major of Masters in Business Administration.
Why did you choose Business of Masters?
Sir, because I want to uplift my future career goal. As an MBA is a highly demanded course in my country. With a US degree, I will have a strong foundation when I return back to my home country.
Alright, so how long is the duration of your program?
My duration is 2 years.
So how long is the duration of your program? Sorry, how many?
It's 2 years program.
2 years. 2-year program.
Yeah.
Great. And tell me now, what do you plan to do after completing your degree in the US?
After completing my master's degree, I will return back to my home country. As I have my own business over in my Nepal, I want to expand it, and the skills whichever I learn over in the United States, I will utilize over in my hometown.
Have you booked any flights or made travel arrangements to the US?
No.
What really?
But I'm a TV winner.
What if your visa is denied today?
Sorry?
What if I deny your visa today?
Officer, I'm confident you will grant my visa. If there is any problem, I will immediately solve it and return back again for the next interview.
You have any relatives or friends currently living in the States?
No, officer, I don't have anyone.
Okay, and what really, how can you guarantee that you'll come back to Nepal after completing education?
Okay, officer. I'm the youngest son of my family, and I have my own business over in my hometown, so I need to return back over there, and I have big visions to establish branches of the restaurants in Kathmandu and 𝗵𝗏.
So you say you have 5 years of gap.
Yeah, 5 years of gap.
And what did you do during this? How did you spend your 5 years in Nepal?
After completing my bachelor degree in 2020, I started working as an accountant in our own family restaurant, which is located in 𝗵𝗿𝗶𝗶 near to the bus station. And during that time, I have done 3-month internship program in the field of 𝗁𝗵𝗏𝗶 share market in technical and fundamental analysis. And I have done 1-month training of digital marketing, which was organized by 𝗵𝗿𝗶𝗶 Metropolitan City. And still, I am working in my own restaurants and helping my father business.
Okay.
Sorry, I forgot to mention that I am the 2024 DB winner also.
Oh, DB winner.
Yeah.
And why didn't you go to US?
Sir, the fulfillment of quota of 55,000. Yes, only the Nepal gets chance to face interview of 11,300. But my case number is 11,800, so I didn't get chance to face the interview.
So do you plan to settle in the US after?
No, officer. If you check my English proficiency test, I have appeared in April 11, whereas the result of DB came in May 6. So my intention is to study.
Okay. I think you'll be in the US. I'm feeling that now.
No, officer. I have my own business over in my hometown, so I have all the things over in my place.
Okay, that's great. And tell me, who will be sponsoring your education in the US?
Okay. During this 5-year gap, I was able to save 37,427 by working as an accountant in my own restaurant. And on the restaurant, which is owned by us, is our own property. We don't need to pay any. Where we get annual income from the restaurant is 13,000. And in the name of my mother, we have a 5-story building, which we get annual rent of around 10,000. It's gonna be a total of 60,427. The expenses related to my study and my living expenses and transportation in the United States will be covered by this.
Great. I think you're doing really great job, and there's no correction. But I really want you to do more research on your university and the state and the city where your university is located. So they might really ask you that question, and the university.
I can explain it.
Okay, good. And tell me if you're connected with anyone from the university.
Yeah, I have connected with Mark Robinson.
When is your interview date?
My interview date is in February 25.
Okay, you think you should get a visa now?
Yeah.
Okay, great. You're doing great job. I think I don't have anything. Just tell me what questions you have. Do you have 100 questions here?
Yeah,
all the 100 questions. So, do you know how to answer all those?
Yeah, almost all of this.
Okay, and do you have any?
Yes, I have one question. Is that
Yeah.
how do you know the university? If I tell the American trainer helped me to guide about my university.
Yeah, you can say that. Who is that American trainer? Okay,
Craig.
you can say Craig and
Yeah.
Julia, Tori, whatever, Teresa. You can say that. That's really gonna be very better than saying, oh yeah, I just got my professor at the university, and they don't really trust that Nepali person. Like, they have not even been to US. So that's yeah, American trainer. Who's that person? Craig, and where is he from? Oh yeah, he's from Beyond or International, whatever you say. Then yeah, then you can just yeah. And I did my research. Don't just believe because he only give you that. So I also did my research officer. Then I got that, and I got it. I'm getting that with the American references. So I think this is going to be a really good one if you can do it.
Okay.
Great answer. I think you'll get a visa. What is GPA again?
Huh?
What is your GPA again?
I'm from the percentage. I scored 60% in.
Right. And what about your 12th standard?
Yeah, I
75.
scored 67.
And what about your SLC?
Yeah, 75. I scored 75.
Really, that's very good. Great job. I think you're doing a good job. That's all we do today. And if is there anybody that like that has to come to the class? I just want to see them. Right. I don't think and I don't see anybody.
Yeah, just one lady standing over there.
Okay. All right, I will see you then. Okay, bye. All right, people, you're from India, not good friends, right? That's actually my favorite food when I'm traveling to other countries. That's the only thing I could eat. So California State University, a lot of people are asking this, guys, change your university, get the visa from some other university that doesn't have a very high, living expenses, that's always actually a very wise decision if you can do it. So I don't suggest California because the it's a very good university, public university, but this is gonna really have a very high living expenses. Okay, so Avila I don't suggest at all. Private university Missouri, there's a lot of best university in Missouri if you want to go to that state, but Avila is not one of them. But hey, I should not be saying like this to any of the universities on the live like this, because I'm not gonna say either good or bad. If you really need a very personalized counseling, either with me, either with my American friends who actually currently are in India and also in Nepal. So you can always visit us. You can always contact our office. You can visit our office if you're in Pokhara. If not, then you can just simply give us a call. You can find our contact number on our website, on our Facebook page, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. There's a lot of pages, so you can always contact and then just schedule the appointment and then see us very personally or speak with us. So we will always guide you. But I'm not authorized, and it's not really good for me to tell if any university is not really good right from the platform here. It's totally wrong to do it. So, and I'm not gonna do this right here, and I'm also not going to promote more than what I need to and how I need to promote any university, because if there's I don't want to promote more than what I have to, and I don't want to also say anything, you know, like not really gonna be encouraging to any universe. So that's not how we should be doing. So it's my first time to give interview. Great job, all the best for you. Be in touch with Beyond, and we wish you really go you go beyond your dreams always. So there's nothing that's called impossible. You can always do it. Do it either your first time or second time or third time. I know someone who's got a visa on fourth attempts actually, and it's such a very hard time, like trying for 4 times visa interview. People from such country like India and Nepal, where you only have a very limited appointments in a year, and which is actually a very long wait time. So it's actually hard, I understand, but there are people I know they've got a visa even on their fourth attempts. Okay, so meaning never quit, don't give up. Keep working hard, guys. Believe in yourself, and that's all. Do you have a ex-visa officers with you for? Yes, we do have. So, all right, that's all we do for today. This is all I do, and thank you for everything, guys. I'll see you tomorrow.